yet another episode of John Works Too Much. Today, last week or a couple weeks ago, we redid a kitchen, and we'll show you that eventually. But today, we're going to take up all the floors in this living room, dining room, other dining room, breakfast nook, whatever, kitchen, entryway, and hallway. And we're going to take all these floors up, and then we're going to lay laminate. We're also going to paint the kitchen and the breakfast nook or whatever. So that will be challenging because, as you can tell, there's mucho furniture in here, and in case you don't speak Spanish, that means a lot of furniture. So we're gonna do a little bit, and then we're gonna move the furniture. Yeah, you can see it. So we've taken up a little bit of floor, we're gonna get this clean, lay a little bit, then put furniture back over here, then do a little bit more, then move furniture back over until we're finally done. So I want to talk to you. You know, everybody knows that I used to do a lot of video work around the world, and there was a guy that I used to work for, and he was a horse jockey. And he told me, John, I put you on shows because you are the GOAT. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. But he said that as a horse jockey, sometimes they would move horses from state to state to state, and they would get spooked, and they would be in their pen or whatever, and they'd be like nervous, and they'd get tense, and they'd kick, you know, they'd get themselves hurt. They definitely would not run well. And so he said that if you put a goat in the pen with the racehorse, then the horse does not want to hurt the goat, and the horse ends up not hurting itself as well. And he's like, you have a calm about you that allows you to do very difficult things, very dangerous things, and very high stress things, and yet you don't panic and you don't freak out. And so because you are like that, then it calms the customer down as well. So today we're going to do something that could be considered pretty stressful, but we're going to just be calm about it and take it step by step by step until we finally get done. So we'll keep you guys here with us, and can't wait to see you again. Love you. So it's been, I don't know, 12 minutes or something like that, and we moved this out, and then we laid this floor, and then we moved this over, and now we're moving another section. So that's pretty neat. I want to say, in the nicest possible way, that people constantly cease to amaze me. Let me show you what I mean. Come on. So we're taking out this china cabinet, and we're having a hard time getting this plug out, right? Because why? Because somebody, and I don't even know how you do this, got this plug underneath the baseboard.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not like it's just easy. It's like
that was done and then nailed.
Yes, like I don't know how that happened, but people constantly cease to amaze me.
That must have been Friday and they already started drinking.
Yeah, too much tequila. And so don't do that, kids. That looks super simple and fun and comfortable and easy.
If I died and went to hell right now, it would take me 3 weeks to realize I wasn't still at work.
Oh, snap. So you don't like it then? I remember my son was doing this, and he was all miserable. And I was like, hey, kind of makes you appreciate your education, doesn't it? And he goes, I guess. And I'm like, you know all that food you eat, and the clothes you got, and the car you drive, and all that? He's like, yeah. I was like, this is how I made it. And he's all like, oh, crap. Like, it's the first time he realized how hard I worked to get him money.
Yes, this is extremely hard work, and you have to do it, though.
Yeah, or else what happens?
Well,
oh, or else the man wins, and we're not gonna have that crap.
Yeah.
Okay, so we also did, we tore some of this stuff up. And
we've laid this floor.
we've laid this floor.
We're laying this floor in sections, so
Yeah, you can tell we didn't have to move very much, which is nice.
it's kind of unorthodox, I think, how we're doing it. Usually the stuff is cleared and we're good to go, but
You know, today's a different day. That life is a
so we're in hell.
Yay!
Welcome. We are on fire right now.
So come and join us. Missouri, is it Missouri Loves Company or Misery Loves Company?
Well, if you're Missouri, it's definitely.
Yeah, okay.
If you're in Texas, no, it's.
Got it. So we got beat the crap up today. We laid some floor, and there was a few obstacles in the way, if you want to show them, anyway. But we overcame that, which was great. However, then we had to scrape up this parquet floor, and it was just a beating. We have a little bit more to do tomorrow, but not too bad. But we
scraped this by hand.
Yeah, and Kanui did all the hard work. We still have to do this a little bit over here, but Kanui did all the hard work, and I pretty much watched him and talked. That's pretty much how I do it, because I'm pretty lazy. And Eric,
what did you do to my house? You were supposed to be next door.
Uh-oh, we did this to the wrong house. Oh, yikes. So this reminds me of a story. It really doesn't. But I was going to tell you a story anyway. When I was in Israel, we were going to go to Hezekiah's tunnel, and me and Barrett Shaw were going to go, but I didn't have any sandals that we could. You had to be able to get your sandals wet and basically ruin them. And I was like, I don't want to ruin them for the rest of my trip. So we went to a place that we weren't supposed to go, the Muslim part of town where all the shops were. And we were walking through, and this shop owner was super nice. And he's like, hey, come on in. And we did. He's like, you want some tea? And we're like, sure, whatever. And then he starts showing me pictures of like his kids and things like that. And I'm like, oh, you have pretty kids. And he says, you have beautiful eyes, my friend. And my friend Barrett gets all like, whoa, man, don't be talking about my friend's eyes. And he goes, no, my friend, look, I'm not a homosexual. In my country, whenever somebody recognizes beauty, then you say that they have beautiful eyes because they can see beauty, and so their eyes are beautiful. And I think that was a pretty cool thing to say. So anyway, hopefully you guys recognize beauty and you can see the potential in this, because tomorrow it is going to look so much better, and we're super excited. And I love you guys so much. All right, bye. Good morning. And we just want to tell you that we worked pretty hard yesterday scraping all this floor up, this parquet floor. And if you have parquet floors at your house, I suggest that you do one of three things. Either number A, you just burn the house down and just get another house. Letter 2, go back in time somehow, invent a time machine, and just have them not lay it. Or I don't know, I guess just prepare yourself to be beat the crap up, because, Canoe, are you sore?
Extremely.
Yeah, I feel like I got run over by an 18-wheeler, and it hit me with 7 of its tires, and it backed up and hit me with the other 6 of its tires. Also, I'm not good with math.
And we're not done.
No, we're not. No, we still got down the hall and under the fridge to do. But that doesn't matter. We're gonna embrace the suck, and we're just gonna suck it up, because that's what superheroes do. Also, I tried watching the news. Have you ever done that?
No, I don't watch the news.
Yeah, I usually don't, but somebody was like, hey, you ought to watch the news because you're so dumb you don't know anything. I was like, okay, fine. So I watched Fox News. They don't have any news about foxes. It's lame.
I always wondered why they did that.
Yeah, it's weird,
I
right?
kept waiting for it.
Yeah, I was just like, red foxes, silver foxes, anything. I want to know where they are. I want to see what's going on in their lives. I want to see their little cute faces and their little fluffy. I just want to pet them. Nothing. It's lame. All they did was talk about politics. Sorry, I must have eaten some bad fish. Oh, hey there. So we got all the laminate floor laid. It's luxury vinyl plank, but whatever, we got it all laid. You can't see it right now because we're taped off like Dexter. So we're about to have a kill room. If anybody has somebody, pedophiles or whatever, somebody that really deserves to die, bring them over right now. I guess bring pictures of their victims. We can put those up on the wall, and then once they wake up from their shot, then we just tell them like, hey, these are the people that you killed, and now you're about to die by Dexter's hand. He's around, and you can't see him right now, but he's in the back. Anyway, so I've showed you guys how to paint the outside of a house, and now I'm going to kind of show you how to paint the inside of a house. First, you want to tape everything off and plastic everything off so it looks like either Dexter's house or E.T.'s house, or I guess like COVID isolation tank or whatever you want to call it. And it's pretty amazing. What we learned today was that whatever doesn't kill you definitely makes you really sore and tired. Can you?
No, it's whatever doesn't kill you makes you want to die.
That's what it is. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you want to die. But I'm so prepared for COVID, and I've got this mask, and I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna wear a sock over my head, not like a foot sock, it's a head sock. And then we're gonna knock this thing out. You got anything else you want to add? What do you want to talk about?
I just want to talk about recovering
From pain?
from, destroying this floor and putting a brand new beautiful floor.
It really does look nice. We're going to show you guys here in a bit once I get the tape off. But we're working late tonight because we got another job to do tomorrow. We're doing a bunch of windows. So anyway, love you guys a lot, and see you later. So I worked a late night tonight. Kanui had some things to do with his kids, and I applaud that. I wouldn't stop anybody from doing that. However, I did have to stay late and do some stuff. So it was a little longer than 28 minutes today. But here we are, and as you can see, the floors are in, the baseboards are back in, everything's caulked. We went ahead and painted all this. I showed you that we were going to do that. And if you remember, a few weeks ago we did new cabinets and new counters, sink, faucet, microwave, and so on in this kitchen as well. So it really does just look a whole lot better. So I want to take a quick second and talk about criticizing people, because it seems to be something that is a national pastime, is criticizing people. But I've made it my own personal policy to not criticize anybody or anything unless I am personally willing to do something about it. So let me explain what that means. In my opinion, if you notice that somebody's doing something wrong, then I think you ought to think to yourself, am I willing to fix this, and is this something that is fixable, or am I just complaining and just being mean? And if the answer is, I think that I could actually help somebody and actually fix this problem, then I would go to that person personally and privately and say, I've noticed that there's this thing, and I can help you with that, and here's how I would help you with that. And if you don't want to, then that's the end of it. And I found that my life is a lot happier since I started doing that, because I don't complain about anything, I don't gripe about anything, I don't criticize anybody's stuff. I just simply go, I've noticed that there's something I can help with, and then if I'm willing to help, and sometimes I'm not, sometimes I just don't have the time, but if I'm willing to help, then I offer it, and if they say no, then that's the end of it. Anyway, so here I was willing to help and able to help, and so let me just show you what we did. So obviously there was all these floors, all the cabinets and the sink, and the mess is all my fault. So don't blame the homeowner, because it's all my fault. I made them put these things here. We also did all new floors in here and put back in baseboards and stuff. And then if you turn this direction, then we did all new floors in here as well. And we got thresholds down, and that's why there's stuff sitting on these thresholds, just because the liquid nails got a hold. And then we did all this, and also, I don't know if you can see here, but this just looks so much better too. So that is what we did to this job.